Welcome everyone. Today I have something a little different for you, and I suppose it will be my first unboxing video because the people at Creality, yes, you know the big 3D printing company Creality, well, they've sent me this. This is the Creality CR Laser Falcon. It is a 10-watt laser cutting and engraving machine suitable for the at-home hobbyist. I am honoured to have this opportunity given to me by Creality, and I thank them for their generosity and support for my channel. But in saying that, I'm still going to be as unbiased as possible and give my honest opinion on what this machine is capable of. So that's just a quick disclosure that Creality did send this unit to me, but it is still my own personal opinion. I am fairly familiar with laser cutting since I often have to use laser cutters at the university for my industrial design projects. But there's always a line that you have to deal with when you're competing for time with the machine with other students. So to have something at home capable of doing like small project work, that could be really interesting to me. Before we get into the unboxing and assembly, let's cover a few of the specifications for this machine. So the Laser Falcon uses a blue 10-watt laser diode. It has a working area of about 400 by 415 millimeters and an overall size of about 570 by 600 millimeters. You can use software such as Lightburn, and that is used to produce your G-code, which can be sent to the machine for engraving and laser cutting. The price for this machine is around $490 US, which works out currently to about 760 Australian dollar dues. But you can often find this for sale, so make sure you shop around because I'm sure you'll find a discount somewhere for it. Some of the listed supported materials include cardboard, wood, bamboo, acrylic, and others. But there is an important thing about safety which I should definitely cover with this device. Because this machine uses a laser, it is extremely important that you consider correct safety equipment when using it. The kit does come with laser protective eyewear, but I would suggest going out and spending just a bit more and getting a decent pair of laser protective eyewear and not relying on the ones that come in the box. Lasers are basically burning material away, which can create toxic fumes and smoke, so consider your working environment. Do it in a well-ventilated area and look at creating some sort of extraction system. Better yet, get a laser cutting enclosure like this one from ComGrow. It has the benefit of having a laser-proof shielding window and also an extraction port on the back for exhaust. I also strongly suggest watching videos on laser cutting different materials and the safety aspects around them. Some are safe to cut and you'll have no problem. Others can produce some really nasty fumes which you don't want in your home. There is one video by Maker's Muse, which I'll link in the description. It goes over some great detail about the safety and cutting of different materials. I'd say don't let it scare you, but it's important that safety is considered when using a machine like this. Honestly, with proper safety procedures and prior research and preparation and a little bit of common sense, you can operate a machine like this at home. So enough chat, let's get into the unboxing, followed by the assembly, and then I'll give my closing thoughts. We start off with the box itself, which is all safely packaged. After cutting the box open and removing the top layer, we are presented with the contents inside. There is a user manual which covers the basic information and an A4 card operation guide. Next is a pair of safety glasses. And this is a magnetically attached laser shielding. This bag contains the 8GB SD card, another bag with various bolts and tools, the frame legs, front and rear frame rails, side frame rails, the 10-watt laser module unit, power cord, which in this case is suitable for Australian outlets, and the DC power brick. Finally, we have the main gantry and control unit, which is all pre-assembled. The only other thing in the box is a couple of sample pieces of plywood. And so here are all the parts laid out on the table. Finally, we also have this additional package which was sent to me along with the Laser Falcon. And I have a pretty good idea what it is And if we just get rid of all this tape, I can confirm what it is. And yes, like I suspected, this is a honeycomb cutting base. I recommend getting one of these as it will help with preventing soot and burn marks on the back of your material when cutting. And if you want quality in your work, it's worth the investment. You can find many of these on marketplaces like Amazon, so just pick one suitable for your working area size. Now we move into the assembly. Overall, this was very easy to do and took about 15 to 20 minutes. You start by pushing through one side of the frame into the gantry. Then pull back the belt and thread it over the top of the belt gear and back under the guide wheel. Just pull it through and leave it loose, making sure that the teeth of the belt are all facing downwards. Repeat this process but for the opposite side. To secure the belts, these T-shaped nuts with a grub screw are provided. Insert 2 into the end of the frame and push in with an Allen key. Make sure the belt is pulled through tight and then tighten down the grub screws. Check that the belt is secure and that movement of the rail is unhindered. Repeat this for the opposite side. Next is to use the provided bolts and attach the front frame piece to the side frame pieces. 2 bolts are needed on each side and the holes are pre-drilled, so all you need to do is align the holes and bolt it together. Again, repeat this on the opposite side and also on the rear frame piece. Make sure the bolts are all hand tight and secure. Now to attach the legs, you should have 3 corner legs and the 4th leg is part of the control unit. Once again you use 2 of the provided bolts on each leg and repeat for each corner. One thing to note is for the back legs, make sure you thread through the belt before bolting on the leg to the frame. Now go around the entire frame and ensure all the bolts are tight and check the movement of the gantry that it is smooth and the belts are tensioned correctly. The final piece is to add the laser module. I found it easier to install by first removing the thumb screws completely, and then the laser module will just slot onto the mounting bracket. Then put the thumb screws back on and tighten. By loosening these screws you can adjust the focus height of the laser. On the top of the laser module connect the control wire, and the laser shield simply attaches magnetically to the underside of the laser module. The final step is to simply connect the power to the control unit, and that's it. You should now have a fully assembled CR Laser Falcon ready for laser cutting. So that's the end of this video on the Creality CR Laser Falcon. A big thank you to Creality for sending this out to me and supporting my channel. I definitely look forward to doing some of my projects at home on this instead of the university, and saving a bit of time instead of having to wait for other students to finish their work so I can do mine. I think this is going to help out quite often in that situation. So I welcome you to come check out my Instagram page and giving me a follow there, because I'll likely be posting many photos on using this thing at home. As always, don't forget to show your support for my channel by liking the video and subscribing, and if you really feel inclined you can go to my support page in the description of this video and buying me a coffee. It's very much appreciated. Until next time, thanks for watching.